there's a lot of talk and disdain for Kevin Samuels. If you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, he's the well-dressed brother who talks about high-value men, and he describes the women that have a higher success rate of actually obtaining a high-value man, marrying him or whatever, and other topics. But that's kind of the thing that he's known for. Women call in and they ask questions, they kind of ask him for his advice, or they ask him, well, do I qualify for a high value man? And he goes down the line and he, asks her questions. How old is she? How tall is she? How much does she weigh? He looks at her because it's on, video type thing on his live stream. He also asks, I guess, how much they make, how many kids they have, a lot of stuff. And then after he asks these certain questions, he asks her, what kind of man does she want? What kind of high value man? Like, how much money does he make? And a lot of women talk about the money that the guy makes. And he kind of gives them a real raw answer. I mean, he cusses at them. I mean, disrespects him, I guess, is what you could say. But I think he's just really being honest, but really blunt with his honesty. So a lot of women hate him. They call him a narcissist, and a sexist person, and he hates women. But on the same token, he has male viewers call in or chime in, and he give them the same energy. Some guys say that, hey, I want a woman that just approaches me and she looks really good and I don't have to do no work. And then he asks them the same questions. How old are you? How much money do you make? Even how big your dick is. And the one dude I saw the clip of, he asked him, do you have a big dick? The dude was thinking about it. He says, you don't have a big dick, because you should know off top if you got a big dick or not, And then he was a fat dude and he ain't make no money. And he was like, why the hell would a woman want to date you? Put up with all that shit that you're bringing. And then at the end of the day, she don't even get a big dick. So, I mean, that's just his personality. I think he knows exactly what he's talking about. Supposedly, he's was an engineer, or still is an engineer. I know he's an image consultant. That's why he dresses so nice and, well-to-do. He seemed like a really, like a lot older kind of guy, maybe in his 50s, maybe early 60s, I don't know. So it seems like he's been through a lot. What I've seen, he said he was married before, and then that woman had kids, and that's why he's hard on women with kids out of wedlock. But yeah, the part that trips me out is how women won't sit and listen to what he's saying. They get emotional off of how he's coming at these women, and they put themselves in it, saying that's not right, you shouldn't talk to women that way. Teach his own. I mean, I feel you, what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's his broadcast. That's his thing. You calling up for his advice. So if you know he's a rude asshole, why would you ask him for any advice if you're going to be too sensitive to take the advice? The truth hurts, man. I mean, it does. I think more women are used to men coddling them and showering them with compliments, and they don't have to do anything. Oh, baby, you're perfect. And those are just guys that want to fuck you. And then your friends don't even really give you the real, like, they hating on you, and then they're yes women around you. So I think that more women than not aren't used to rejection or any honesty, really. Maybe from your parents, or maybe from your family, maybe. But out here in these streets, niggas will let you rock. Y'all are real corny at the end of the day, most of y'all, because y'all haven't had to develop a personality because you're pretty. And when you're pretty, cats is all in your face. So Kevin Samuels is actually talking to you like other men talk to other men. We give each other the truth. And then he picks you apart, telling you that you don't qualify for high value men. And in his world, I'm feeling high quality or high value men are the $500,000 annually salary, $1 million dudes. They're fit, they're all of that stuff, right? And then he's saying you don't qualify. That's like you having no education, no job experience, no people skills, no skill set, and you want a CEO job right out of high school. You don't qualify. You can't get mad at a job to say, get out of here, you don't qualify. That's what he's saying. He's not saying y'all don't have any chance of getting a high quality man or a high value man. He's like, be happy with the men you qualify for now, because you don't want to do anything. And the women that call in who don't want to answer his questions, which, why wouldn't you answer his questions when he's trying to give you a real answer? He's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't blame him. You're wasting his time. You're wasting everyone's time, because if you're embarrassed to tell somebody your weight, you're over fucking weight, or you're insecure. Either one is bad as fuck. It's not good. So he's telling y'all the truth and y'all can't take it. He's just saying, go for the guys who are actually obtainable for you. You got all these fucking kids by other people. He says, why would a man who's high value, has all this money, invest in another man's legacy? That's real shit. Having babies is not no accomplishment, yo. It really isn't. Sure, it's a blessing, I get it. But y'all making babies with who the fuck ever. So in my opinion, this might help y'all out a little bit, I hope. But my high value is not about how much money a man makes. I feel like it's how much a man gets you, how much a man can help you, how much a man can support you, how much a man can teach you, how much a man can be there for you, right? And of course he has to have some money, let's be real. The first thing people think of value is money. So he has to have some money where you don't have to worry about too much or nothing, especially for like simple shit like dates, trips, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So simple stuff he can take care of without you having to go into your purse, that's what y'all all should want, right? But a high value man is a confident, secure man. And one thing a confident, secure man hates the most is an insecure woman. Now you might say, what's an insecure woman? Or how can you tell it's an insecure woman? She got all that mouth, man. She always complaining about everything. She always accuses the man of doing something that he's not doing. You know, you cheating on me, that's why you spend home late. Versus asking a question, like, is there anything going on at work? You know, are you okay? Are you trying to avoid me while you don't want to come home from work automatically? Is it something I did? Nobody wants to take ownership of what they do. They always want to point the fingers, which also is how you can tell a beta ass nigga. A beta male versus an alpha male, he makes excuses. An alpha male fixes shit. He addresses shit. He apologizes. I'm sorry, baby, I fucked up. I apologize, I talked to you that way. You're right. And an alpha woman comes out with these, they have solutions themselves, or at least they say what's on their mind. They can articulate why they're upset. You don't gotta yell at a nigga to get his attention. And if you do, you were the wrong nigga. And again, back to insecure women. You run all this mouth, complaining every day. And I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, it's because he don't listen. Oh, it's because he do whatever. Then why you still with him? You want a high value man? You can't deal with low value dudes. That's rule number one. Be secure and know the difference. Y'all don't even know the difference. Have y'all even met a man making $500,000 a year or $1 million a year? I'm sure you haven't, and if you have, few and far between, baby. But I'll tell you this, back to that running your mouth shit and accusing a man of cheating on you when there's no evidence of it, you just have a feeling. Y'all can't deal with a high value man even with that, even without money. An alpha man. Because guess what? He ain't gonna want all that mouth. That's immature. That's immaturity. A mature woman can address her issues or complaints or grievances with calmness. Before she gets out of control, before she gets out of pocket, she can come to her man and have an open discussion about what she's feeling. All that yelling shit is for the birds, man. I rarely raise my voice on chicks like that because I don't have to. Because before I get hot, I know they're going down the wrong path, baby. Your trajectory is off. So I gotta correct it before it becomes a problem. Now, if she can't correct it, I'm gonna do a last ditch effort, and now I gotta raise up on you a little bit. Most of y'all can't handle that either, because I'm making sense. And if you can't correct it at that point, I gotta get out of here, yo. I'm high value, in my opinion. I know I don't make $500,000, but I'm sure of myself. I'm confident. You know, I know what I want. I know how to express myself. I know what to tell a woman that I need out of her. I try to shape and mold my women. If they don't have all the edges, you know, smoothed over, which who would, You know, I train my women on how to love me and I expect the same amount of return, but most women I date don't do that same for me. They got no idea what the hell a quality man is. So again, a high value man is not gonna take all of that mouth for you, whatever. And there's a great saying, you want a man who makes a lot of money, you gotta deal with a busy man. Half of y'all just want a man to watch TV with you and shit. You wanna watch him like a CO or parole officer. So if I see him, he can't be with no other bitches. Men who make a lot of money have a lot of stuff to do. They're gonna be talking to a lot of different people. They got business trips possibly. They got late, long hours. You have to hold that shit down. Hold it together. Your man get home at 5. He be home at 5:15. Let him come home at 5:20. Y'all going crazy. Ain't no high value man gonna deal with no ridiculousness like that. Because he has options. And also, that's another thing. Y'all women don't want a man with options. That's what high value men have, is a lot of fucking options. Y'all are scared of any other chick that could possibly even get your man. Y'all worried about any girl in the vicinity. You mad at chicks at his job that's just his co-workers because they said something to him. You mad at the chicks on Instagram or Facebook because they liking and loving his stuff. I'm like, y'all want this man that's gonna be all yours. He is all yours. If you calm down, if you talk to this nigga, and first off, y'all don't even know what that is, because alpha dudes, when you do have them, if you ever get to touch one, high value man, is gonna make you feel like your spot is secure. But he can't do it 24/7. He has to leave the house. He can't get to the phone every 2 seconds when you start freaking out. You gotta keep that shit under wraps, man. And I'll tell you, alpha women do not trip about other women encroaching on their man, because they're taking care of shit. When a man takes care of you, it's easy for you to take care of him. And then when he's showing you that he's down and he got you, you show him that you got him and you down. But all of this going crazy, yelling and doing all this hood toxic shit, y'all can't even handle that. You want a man making $500,000, you can't control Otto from the car wash that's making $12 an hour. You want a high value man, are you serious? And there was another girl that came onto his show. He couldn't eat her up for how she looked, because she was cute. But he called that out. She said that she can't date or marry a man who made the same money her father did. That made Kevin Samuels go crazy, because he was like, how you gonna disrespect your father like that, who raised you and took care of your mother as well? She was like, well, my mother didn't mind working. I want to stay at home and make candles and shit. Candles, nigga? And he was like, you think because you cute, you entitled to everything. He said, where does entitlement come from? You were not born with a silver spoon in your mouth to disrespect your father like that. And then he was like, you don't even have the skill sets of those old-fashioned women, because she's going to be a modern woman, of course, have all the mouth and not offer anything to a man. So you're like, what are you offering? You can't even do any of the domestic things that a man of that nature would need you to do. It ain't all about cooking, cleaning, and everything else or whatever, but you might need to be his assistant. Hey, babe, I need you to pick up some things because I'm out here grinding, making all this cash. I may need you to email some things for me because I got some things going on. You might got to help him out that way. But I tell you this, ain't no man trying to bust out all these hours, 60 hours a week, grinding out, making all this money, and come home to some dirty-ass house. What are you talking about? What you been doing all day? He damn sure don't want to come home to no food. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, baby. He don't want to come home to no unruly kids or none of that, yo. And he damn sure want to come home to some accusation that he been out there cheating on you. So again, y'all are looking at Kevin Samuels in the wrong capacity. You need to learn from what he's saying. You know, get out of your feelings about how he calling y'all bitches or whatever he be saying to y'all or whatever. And he's speaking real facts. That's real talk. When he's talking about high value man, he's talking as a representative of one. And y'all go and eat this dude alive about how he looking shit, because he going off of y'all shit. He ain't trying to fuck none of y'all. He ain't trying to mess with none of y'all raggedy broads, man. I'm telling you. This shit is crazy to me. And I know for a fact if I said something like that, I need a woman making $1 million, she got a perfect body, y'all gonna eat me alive. Sean, you overweight, you're bald-headed, you all this wild shit, you gonna write for my looks. And you gonna say, well, how much money you make? You don't even got all of that. That's the point. Why y'all mad at when he say the same shit everyone says? If you're not working on yourself, you let yourself slide, you let yourself slip, how can you demand the world? and he gives them a chance, but not necessarily typically any girl is super fat, but he gives people an opportunity to say there's other ways to skin a cat. What other skill sets do you have? What else can you do? But you want to rah and run shit. So baby, you can have all the mouth. I'm not saying y'all got to be quiet. Y'all got to do none of that. But that mouth comes with a job application. Nigga, you got to go to work, pay your own bills. You wilding out, talking all this shit versus letting a man take care of you. Y'all don't understand that you need to have a man take care of you. Allow him to do so, man, because you want to work, my nigga. You've been dealing with dudes that let you rock because you got a pussy. Every chick got a vagina, my nigga. That's not special. You can get pussy anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But a good woman's hard to find. So y'all focus on being sexy online. Y'all focus on all this other shit, but y'all not worried about being a good woman, yo. You know, you got to give something. You got to contribute somehow to the household. I don't understand how so many women be, I'm so independent, I do my own thing, but you dependent on a man to pay bills? You really want a man to pay all the bills? I get it, but guess what you got to do? Shut the fuck up. For real. Worry about him sometimes. Check to see if he ate today. You can't over here try to run some high value man, and you can't run low value niggas. I know mad chicks. I see chicks on Facebook. You boo-hooing crying on niggas that make no money, my nigga. You crying for? Nigga never was straight. He showed you he was a dick the whole time he was with him. He told you he ain't shit the whole time he was with him. And you crying at the end of it? A high value woman wouldn't even deal with no niggas that y'all dealt with. Look at your past, man. I'm telling you. Y'all resumes look fucked up. So again, if your resume is fucked up, why would a high value man hire you, my nigga? You better run that shit. You run into nothing but narcissists, you better either love them niggas or know how to run them niggas. You run with a whole bunch of broke niggas, they better be knocking the bottom out your pussy, bro. They better be doing everything else. Cutting your grass, washing dishes, nigga, fixing shit around the house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the fuck? You do with lying ass niggas, they better be buying you everything under the sun. They better be investing in you. Buying you stocks and shit. Shit you can hold on to after he leaves. That bag shit don't got no value to it, baby. Y'all be killing me with that fucking I want shoes and bags. That shit is no value, my nigga. It's fucking crazy. There's no real aftermarket sale of the items you're buying. So you're not getting nothing. Nothing. Get something with intrinsic value from these dudes, man. Bump up that savings account. Y'all just want stuff. That sound like a prostitute, nigga. Prostitutes take money and gifts. Yo, what are you doing? And you just fucking a nigga that's fucked up. I don't understand y'all. So again, you're mad at Kevin Samuels. You're mad at yourself because you know you don't qualify for this kind of shit. You don't. You don't, man. Because y'all spend too much time trying to fix raggedy ass dudes. Makes me think that y'all are raggedy on the low, because why would you be high quality with low quality people? You can't even get a man to come home at night consistently. You can't get a man to tell you the truth. You can't get a man to listen to you. You can't get a man to know how to fuck you right. So many chicks I be talking about, oh, I don't be coming and shit. What's wrong with that shit? You still fucking them? You risking STDs, pregnancy, with a nigga who can't make you come? Like, that is wild shit, man. I'm disappointed these niggas out here because all they want is a nut. I feel like my job isn't done if my woman doesn't come, my nigga. Like, real shit, yo. That's a conversation we gotta have. I can tell you didn't come, yo. Is it me? What's going on? How do you like it? Was it this? Was it that? You want it fast? You want it, you know, more foreplay? You gotta talk to your ladies, man. You talk to these guys, girls, and tell them what the fuck you want. But you can't even do that with a raggedy ass nigga. But you can tell a high value nigga some shit. You're not adding up to me, baby. You're not. You're not adding up at all. You know what I'm saying? I just see it so much where women be going in on Kevin Samuels, and I ain't heard no lie yet. I'm sorry, if a nigga makes a lot of money, he don't want no big ass chick. That's just kind of the rule of thumb. Cause he can possibly be looking at that like, if you ain't taking care of your body, what else you ain't taking care of, yo? That's unhealthy, my nigga. You want the world and you just sit here and you way out of shape, nigga? You can't even, your knees fucked up, you can't even ride dick or something? Like, why would he want that kind of shit when he can get whoever? At least have that. You know guys are visual creatures. And he's saying, we go right to the looks. What the fuck is going on? I want you to look good. I don't care how much money you got. I want you to look good and be my woman and be my support mate. That's all I need. I got the cash. I got the money. I got all that shit. What do you got? Bring me some help. Help me get this more money. But y'all fuck niggas bags up, yo. I don't understand that shit. I had a girlfriend back in the day. I was trying to be a chartered financial analyst, yo. There was 3 stages, 3 tests. It was huge books I had to study. I told her, yo, I hate my job. I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to get myself together. I need my free time a little bit. I'ma still take you out. We're gonna still kick it through the week, but my days off, I gotta study. She's like, all right, that's cool. 1 week later, she bitching and shit about chilling and shit. Oh, you never get to see me, whatever. So me trying to be a good boyfriend, I took that day and I took her out, spent the night with her, and the next day, I told her I'd call her, but I went to my brother's house because I ain't seen my niece in a while. I ain't seen him in a while. I said, shit, I gave her some time. Let me get him some time, and then later that night, I'm gonna go back to studying. She hit me up before I got the chance to hit her back. She talking about, where you at? I was like, I'm at my brother's house. She going crazy. Why didn't you tell me? I don't gotta tell you a motherfucking thing. What are you talking about? I'm at my brother's house. Who are you? I told you I'm gonna hit you back. Long story short, I didn't take the test because she kept fighting with me the whole time. And me being a punk ass, I felt like I was a punk ass back then, and listening to her, I wasted $1,200 on that class, man. Didn't even take the test because I barely got to study. After that happened, she exposed herself. And that's what a lot of y'all women do. She says, I'm happy you didn't take that test. So what kind of shit is that to say to me, yo? Well, I'm happy because if you would have got that, you would have got a better job and you would have got another girl. See, that's that mentality that fucks all these chicks up, man. Y'all don't know how to grow with the money, man. Help fester the money. Y'all stunting another man's growth because of your insecurity. That's why y'all can't do high value. It's nothing about your looks at this point. To me, it's y'all can't even have enough self-esteem to stay out of man's way or even stay out your own way. Accusing niggas of cheating and shit, nigga. Then leave a nigga when he cheats. I don't gotta accuse nobody of shit. I tell the girl all day long, you can do what the fuck you wanna do. You can wear what you wanna wear. I don't care. But if you fuck up and I find out, nigga, it's a wrap for you. And I mean that to the bottom of my heart. There's no games with that shit. But what do y'all do? You cheated on me, why you don't love me? And he come right back with a dumbass excuse or apology. You right back doing the same shit over and over again. He know that he got a dummy. You a dummy. If you gonna sit there and keep taking a nigga back time after time and he cheats on you multiple times, I did that one fucking time. That's all I need to do is one time. I took a chick back, cheat on me again, my nigga. That shit real. Cheater once a cheater, always a cheater. So, nah, nigga, no more. You get no more out of me, so she been set up for every other chick that I know. But Kevin Samuels is not the enemy, man. He's not. And y'all need to stop acting like he is, man.